Greetings and assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are doing great. Welcome to another video. This is your host Munib, and in this video we are going to cover the topic of Active Directory as a theoretical topic in detail. So basically, what Active Directory is, Active Directory is basically used for authentication as well as authorization purpose, and it is used by many organizations in IT and global market, whether it's your local company or outside as a multinational organization. Active Directory is majorly used for authentication and authorization, and it is also, we can say that it is the backbone of many Windows-based networks, acting as a central hub for managing users, computers, and security policies. So, in this video, we are going to cover the major aspects of the Active Directory. So, let's start with the topic. What is Active Directory? Basically, AD is a server. It is used for authentication as well as authorization purpose, just like as I mentioned earlier, and it manages all the computer users and other devices on a single network. For example, if there is an organization which contains 50 to 60 people, and that people have their own computers, laptops, and and those computers are connected to a Active Directory server, and Active Directory contains all the information of the users about their usernames and passwords. So you can consider this example for Active Directory. So its main job is to store and organize information about users, computers, printers, and more, so that it's easier to access when needed. It basically works just like a central hub where it stores all the information about the users, printers, computers, and etc. So, uh, address book, it serves as a digital address book that keeps tracking of all the users, computers, and resources on a network, and it also provides the security manager. Security manager, basically in security manager you can give the access control, authentication, and security policies. Security policies means that if you want to give the read only or write or full access to any of the users, so that part will be covered in the security policies topic. So basically, the core components, if we talk about the core components of Active Directory, so we have domain, users, organizational units, and groups. Domain, what is domain? Domain is basically a network of connected computers that shares a common Active Directory database. Okay. Users are individual account profile that represents people or services. Basically, Munib. I am myself is Munib, and Munib is basically a user. Okay. Group is a collection of multiple users that are used to simplify the access management. Permissions are assigned to groups rather than individual users. If you want to assign read only permission of all the resources to a number of users, so it's basically simple to make a single group and add those users which you want to give that read only access. And organizational unit, basically it's just like a department. You could say that HR, marketing, development, QA, and other departments are would be considered as organization unit. And let me just show you the best diagram in a moment. Okay, so this is the diagram which I was talking about. So these are the objects. Domain, basically it's a server or DNS name that contains all the information of all the users. It's just like a database. Organization, it's unit, basically a departmental type hierarchy. Like you can say HR, marketing, finance, development team, QA. All those users would be added in the organization unit. You can either go with the single one, or it is recommended to create multiple organizational units for multiple uh, team or department. And computer laptop is basically a device. Printer, it's also a device. And user, it's basically a single unit. And group contains a multiple collection of users And if we want to assign a single permission on all the users, we can assign it directly on group. So if you talk about the Active Directory hierarchy, so basically there is a concept of tree, and tree basically there is also a concept of forest. So inside, basically, when you visit a jungle or any other places where you see a number of trees, so we would consider it as forest. So in a forest, we have multiple domains. So in this example, let me just give you an example. Basically, this is the local Active Directory, like techbitmunib.local. There is other Active Directory which is running on US side. As you can see, the subdomain which is us.techwithmunib.local, and we have another domain which is running on UK side. So basically, we have a single company, and we have three different offices. One is in Pakistan, this one is in US, and this one is in UK. So these basically have the information about the users. us.techmunib.local contains the information about the US employees. UK one contains all the information about the UK employees, and this one contains all the information of Pakistani or current employees. Okay. So inside in the triangle, you can see we have domain controller, we have groups, we have computer, or we have a domain, or you could say a printer devices. So this is the Active Directory hierarchy. And let me just go and cover the AWS Managed AD. Okay, so we have covered the basic of Active Directory. One thing I would like to add is that we can, using Active Directory, it provides user and group management, and inside of it provides the access control, account creation, and security groups. And if you talk about the group policy implementation, so it provides the centralized configuration, software deployment, and security policies. And authentication and security, if you talk about, so it provides a single sign-on. The benefits of single sign-on is that we can use a single credential, and that credential will be applied, and it will work on multiple platforms. As you can see the description, that it enables user to access multiple applications with one set of credentials. And basically, Kerberos is basically a fundamental of all the authentication and authorization protocol. Kerberos is basically you could say a root, whether you talk about the Active Directory or Samba or any other authorization and authentication protocol. So Kerberos is basically fundamental for all of these tasks. So Active Directory uses Kerberos as well to provide secure authentication, preventing unauthorized access, and ensuring data integrity. And also, it also provides the MFA. MFA basically we consider as multi-factor authentication, and I will cover this topic in detail in upcoming videos. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so right now we are going to cover AWS Managed Microsoft Active Directory. So what is the basic difference between AWS Managed AD and the single Active Directory? Active Directory is basically a fundamental or concept. Right now, as we are covering some major topics on AWS, so AWS also provides a service which we call as AWS Managed Microsoft Active Directory. So in the upcoming videos, I will also do the hands-on lab for this demo. And what is the major difference between the AWS Managed AD and why we prefer to use this one? So Managed AD provides the fully managed Active Directory. It is being managed by AWS, and it's basically a Windows compatibility, and it supports core Active Directory features like domain joining, group policies, and user management. And I will cover all of these topics in detail in upcoming videos. I will do the hands-on lab, inshallah. So basically, it reduces overhead. What does it mean? That using it basically you don't need to worry about the infrastructure. Infrastructure is being managed by AWS. You just have to join the managed AD on either EC2 or any of the workspaces you want to join with. And then after joining that the workspaces or EC2 with the Active Directory, you can simplify the user management, or like you can give permission or gain access or control which user should be authorized or unauthorized to perform any task. So key benefits, if we talk about it, it provides simplified management, automated security, built-in redundancy, and scalability. So if you talk about the deployment architecture, supports multiple forests. As we had discussed that uh, multiple forests means that we can join multiple domains. Okay, and it also integrates with on-premises Active Directory if your organization is having the Active Directory which is configured on-premises, having their own data center. So they have to configure the Active Directory or AD connector, and then it will integrate seamlessly. And then it also provides the VPC peering and direct connect. Okay, so direct connect basically it's a service of AWS, and this service we can avail this service where the actual data center of AWS is exists. This service also available where that AWS there is a existence of AWS data center like in US Virginia region, Ohio region, any US Canada region. You can avail this service, the direct connect. VPC peering is the concept of connecting two or more than multiple VPC either on a single account or on a multiple account. So it also provides security features like advanced encryption, MFA, and granular access. Integration capabilities, if you talk about it provides also AWS service integration like workspaces. I will also cover this topic in upcoming videos. And Microsoft compatibility, radius authentication. Radius authentication basically means if you want to uh, authenticate the VPN users or through VPN, so it will radius authentication will be used. LDAP basically is a protocol, and if you talk about the pricing and scalability, it provides pay as you go, cost effective and scalable pricing model. Okay, so as far as we have covered the topic, in the next video, I will explain this diagram like making NAT gateway first of all. Then we will create a AWS managed AD. Basically, it will take hardly 30 to 45 minutes, and then we will create 3 workspaces. Right now, as you can see, there are 2 workspaces, but I will create another workspaces for joining Active Directory with the newly created workspaces. And then after that, we will cover the Amazon workspaces, what is Amazon FSx, and how we can integrate Amazon FSx with the Amazon workspaces. Okay. So this is the theoretical video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will come up with the hands-on lab for the Active Directory as well as workspaces and FSx. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much, everyone. And inshallah, I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Allah Hafiz.